Welcome to a Drop Tent Media production.
Hey, welcome to the Weekday Comics. I'm Dave Permiano.
And I'm Dan DeBriel, and we're here to shoot the shit and talk the news.
Hey, we're back.
What's up? Hey, here we are, another week, another podcast.
With our intro developed a stutter, it sounded like.
A little bit of a problem, slight glitch just to start off.
Yeah.
At least the sound is
But we're
working.
good now.
Yeah.
We're together.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
We have a great guest today.
That's true. We do.
Alejandro Morales is here.
Thank you. I am a great guest. Thank you.
Alejandro is a comic who's been doing it for a really long time in Philly. In fact, you've been doing it for so long. You were the host of my very first open mic.
That is insane.
Believe it or not.
That
The
is
first
wild.
time I nutted up, and I did like a friend show. He gave me a spot, and I didn't have any jokes. But the first time I nutted up and drove to an open mic, it was your Urban Saloon open mic that you ran with Short Stack.
No, that's not it.
Was that not her?
No,
Was she
Short
not-
Stack. Now Hannah Harkness used to run a mic at the Trocadero
That's
on
right.
Wednesdays.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
she must have just been there.
You
then,
just
or-
probably she was- you
Yeah.
just
Just downgraded the shit out of the venue.
Yeah. No.
Trocadero was legendary.
I didn't. No. My first mic was definitely at Urban Saloon. Was it Rachel Fagletto that you ran that with?
I love this. Is like a
Well,
pop
there we
quiz
go.
now.
Yeah.
All right, come on. You only got like 3 female comics left.
It was a female comic, though,
No,
right?
well, interesting story. It had been run historically as Laughs on Fairmount by Carolyn Busa and Mary Radzinski, who handed it over to 6 or 7 dudes to do the work of 2 women. And that was me, Lou Misiano, TJ Hurley, Eddie Finn, Joey Doherty, and a couple people that are canceled, and I'm not going to
Whoa, man.
Right.
list over.
All the people on that list are great, though.
Wait, I can think of 3. Okay, no, I'm not going to play this game.
Alex Grubart. Alex Grubart, who's wonderful and not
Yeah, yeah.
canceled.
Okay. Yeah.
There might be more canceled men than female. Yeah,
More canceled men running that show than there were women running that show.
That's why we needed so many. We needed some excess so you kind of slip off.
Just cast a wide net. That way, when they start dropping off, yeah, like it's okay.
Now, Alejandro is also our first guest that has appeared on all 3 Dave Permiano production podcasts.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
What are the other 2?
Oh, man.
These are clearly great podcast memories.
Well, I had the first one with that guy that canceled himself. No, Bob and Dave are terrible people,
Yes.
but he made the healthiest life choice and quit comedy.
Good for him.
He's
And now-
doing well.
and now
Yeah.
people are tweeting at him because they think he's Ron DeSantis, right?
Yeah, it's a funny gag he's got going. It's funny when they actually at his Twitter. Sometimes it's like just the name, and are you looking up your own name just so you can go after these people? But people keep, oh, you're ruining Florida, and he's like, that's what haven't been there since I was 12. Yeah, it's just like,
I mean, I remember doing a podcast with you where we played a video game with Nick Cupsey. That was you, wasn't it?
I was on a podcast where I played a video game. It was like a contest. It was like a reality. It was half acting, but I don't act. It was a reality show. It was like called Game the Gamer.
Oh, okay.
And
No,
every
that was
time I lost, they're like, okay, now do the reaction shots. I didn't like. You had to do all of those at the end of it, so you had to remember your emotion throughout the entire thing. And they kept saying, so how did you feel about losing that race? And I was, whatever, it's a game. They had to cut. You have to feel something sometime.
That's good life advice
No,
too.
we talked video games on the rank bank. We ranked Mortal
Yes,
Kombat
that's
characters.
right.
Oh
There we
yeah,
go.
that's a good one.
Okay.
That's cool. Do you remember who won offhand?
Scorpion.
Of course.
Yeah.
He has to win. Yeah. Duh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to go all 80 characters or whatever.
Of course.
But yeah.
The whole
But
Mortal Kombat universe. No, fucking
have
Scorpion, Sub-Zero. That's it. Done. It's a 2 color variations
But
of the same
Raiden had the
model.
coolest noise. Like when Raiden would do a certain move, he'd go. It was so cool.
That's
he
okay.
got
And he
played
do
by-
that thing where he
yeah.
sailed like straight
Yeah.
across.
That's the
All right,
same
Raiden's
move.
Cool.
Okay, is that the one?
Okay, there you go.
Boy, detective work. We pieced it all together.
When great
Yeah.
minds come together like this.
All right, so I have to ask about the fact is jean shorts.
Jean
now,
shorts.
I've heard.
Uh-huh.
Is that just you making it your own, or is it brought back and I missed out on that?
Well, yeah, I'm 42 now, so I have no fucking clue what I'm supposed to be doing, where I'm supposed to hem my shorts now. But in true queer fashion, I bought these at H&M, so I just let them make the decisions for
okay,
me.
so
Okay.
not at Kohl's. That means they are currently fashionable.
Yeah.
You can't trust jorts from Kohl's.
No.
Well, no, I'm like, because I never was in on the meeting that made them uncool in the first place.
Yeah.
Like I started doing I never even heard the term jorts before
Wow.
I started doing comedy.
Right.
And then there was just a bunch of people that were making fun of them in that. And I was like, I guess khaki shorts.
There is a general anti-shorts sentiment in comedy anyway, born from the, rule that you aren't really supposed to wear them on stage.
Well,
But like,
yeah.
I think you think that maybe spread
No,
to,
no,
like,
it
an
wasn't
undue
about
hatred of
people-
shorts.
It wasn't about people wearing them on stage. It was just in general. They call it like stepdad clothes or whatever. Yeah.
There's a lot of hate towards men even wearing shorts in the summertime. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
There are people who don't want to see those sweet gams.
Yeah, I don't
I
understand
think
it.
that is messed up.
I'm
Yeah.
done with them. I have
You're done with
done with-
shorts?
I have my meshies at home.
I don't think I've ever seen you in shorts. You're usually a pants
Well,
wearing
because I
man.
can't wear jorts because society, and I don't and I don't like khaki shorts because I'm also in my 40s now. I can't shake out well enough, and that one fucking little droplet always
khaki.
fucking makes its way through.
Yeah. It's dangerous to wear some khakis. Neil's laughing, but he's got a couple drips there. I
Yeah,
see
he knows
it, so-
exactly what I'm talking about. That little droplet.
Oh my god! All right, so no shorts for you, huh? I like shorts. I'll wear shorts on an open mic. I'll wear them on stage, and you know that. I'll come dressed to an open
It's
mic.
true.
For anything.
You're like a mesh shorts. Your sweatpants. And
I'm sweatpants on podcast. I dress for comfort. I'm
Oh.
usually not shot below the waist here. Thank God for the viewers. You're welcome.
Yeah, that shorts rule in comedy is so dumb.
Yeah.
Just so no reason dumb, just so you can
agree.
have something to put over people. Especially, some bookers aren't comedians, right? So they don't have like something to put over your head as far as they're not funny people. They don't know how to tell you about comedy, but they can be like, wow, professional shorts on this stage. Wow, you are really besmirching this fucking shitty basement in a failing restaurant with
Yeah.
these shorts.
it does start the person in the red for me, though. I have to that and not moving the mic stand.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
an
that's
automatic-
So
no,
not moving
okay.
the mic stand
Start
is
and, like. But if you get back in the green wearing shorts, that means you're a good
you're
comic,
good.
man.
I agree. You do have to be a little better if I can see
Yeah.
your knees. Yeah. But-
You've earned a long pant version's laugh from me, sir.
So you're starting at a deficit. Like if you got on stage with a puppet, you're starting at a deficit already.
Right. Or
Well, no,
if you
that
get up
makes
there
me-
and immediately sit on the stool. Deficit. Like you got to show me that you belong sitting on that stool.
Well, no, puppets make me think of John Kensel,
Okay.
which is great. And sitting on the stool makes me think of Brian Isley.
Okay, who's great?
Although I've seen his videos. He only does that for white crowds, I feel. And I kind of like it even more.
Yeah, right. I wish
a
I
power
wish you
move.
had
That's a
noticed
power
that
move.
for his episode. We could have asked him if that
I
was
didn't, yeah, because I saw
tactic.
videos on like at
Yeah.
Black Lives, and he's standing in all of them, and I've never seen him stand in person.
Got to work a little harder.
It's
you
part of
know?
his muscle memory. He sits down like, "What's up, white people?" That's what he's
Oh, that's funny. You go up in front of a lot of white audiences as Alejandro Morales. So you do kind of focus on your heritage, your
Yeah.
like growing up, right?
Yeah, a lot of my stand-up is focused on my ethnic background
Yeah.
because I have one.
the whitest way.
Yeah.
I know I got a lot of white in me. I think that's what
That's-
happened. It's just a lot of injection going on. I didn't sound like this in high school.
It's all the stand-up comedy.
Yeah, I
You
used to
get
sound like
around.
Dora the Explorer. I don't know what happened.
Do you
know
find
where
that-
do you know where the mic stand goes? Over here.
do you find that if you're going into, say, like an all-white crowd versus like an all like Latino crowd or something, do you have a different tactic to approach it? I mean, because you're navigating a few different identities that might have to be sort of maybe, or I could be wrong, be addressed in different ways in different rooms?
Well, mostly I do mixed crowds. So it's mostly white people and then a smattering of marginalized voices, right? But where I do have to change things is if I like do like a pride thing, which a lot of that kind of stuff is happening now in June. A lot of my sets, because they're for mixed people, I can talk about being queer from a perspective that they're not familiar with, so I can do some explaining and stuff like that. And I really had to trim the fat when I'm talking to an audience of queer people, because I don't have to explain to them what it's like. They already know.
Right, it's like patronizing to
do
that. Right,
exactly.
yeah,
So
yeah.
but the benefit of that is I can usually just jump right into like cock, you know, like I don't have to worry about making people uncomfortable, you know.
Yeah, totally.
True.
You must be able to, like, when you're riffing and tagging stuff and being in the moment, it must be fun to be in front of those queer rooms where you can kind of operate on a higher level, knowing you can get away with a little more. Or like,
No,
no, you don't.
no,
think so?
I'm sweating in front of a gay crowd.
Oh,
I'm
wow, okay.
sweating. I'm pissing my pants. I'm shitting bricks, because it's like amongst those queer people, there are inevitably like gay men, and I just have a long history of just striking out with gay men. So it's like I just don't know how to please them ever. So I don't feel like I can relax. I don't. Can't do it.
I sympathize with that on that level of anxiety completely.
Yeah, absolutely. No, much more relaxed in front of an audience, in front of a mixed crowd.
Yeah, sure, okay.
I prefer the gay crowd. I told you the best compliment I ever got was on one of Jess Carpenter's shows back in the day. It was at Latage, which it sounds like a gay club, but it's not. But the crowd there that night was, and he told me that like an older gay couple in their 50s came up to him afterward and said, "That last comic was so filthy, we're gonna go home and fuck." And I don't think it can be topped.
No.
I don't. If it was a straight couple that said that, I would just be like, well, so he's, yeah.
Well,
So he's
somebody was getting tough.
Yeah, what the fuck? These are my jokes. You can't fucking score off of my back.
That's an ally right there.
Right.
You're doing a service to the community. People
True.
There you go.
are coming.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's what they say about you on our comments. They say gay ally Dave Frimiano. That's usually what they call you.
I like to go back and forth between that and white supremacists. So
It's usually white supremacists, Alejandro.
it's only been
Just
twice.
like spinning a wheel, like ally, supremacist, piece of shit.
I've only been called it twice.
Okay.
Yeah. But once was for Jew stuff, which,
come on.
yeah, come on. Exactly. Although I am an anti-Semite, too. There's just no way around it. No, I mean, I can be one.
I love that our audience can't appreciate Neil's occasional complete full
Squirming.
body
I hate doing
Squirming
this
so hard
podcast
right
so
now.
much.
when a cancelable moment comes along. We
it's
really need
No,
to count on you for
I did
those
all the
moments.
precautions. If you're gonna say on live recordings that you're an anti-Semite, you have to preface it with you're Jewish.
Yes.
So anyway,
plus,
I'm
yeah.
Jewish.
I mean it against the Orthodox who can't use electricity right now because the sun is down.
Yeah.
So they can't hear us. Yeah. I won't even
boy.
say my nickname for them.
Oh
Thank
God!
you, please don't. Let's not.
Alejandro is taken back.
Just trying to clear my head of all thoughts.
You're curious though, aren't you?
No, I swear to God, I don't want to know.
Do you have any religious upbringing? I don't know if I've ever heard you over the years talk about. I think you talk some about religion, but I can't remember. Do you talk about it often?
Yeah, I
or
was
bring it up?
raised Catholic.
Okay.
And I am working on stuff about that because right now, actually, I am in the process of getting in touch with my local archdiocese, or my regional archdiocese, to see if I can get withdraw, get out of the church.
Okay.
Be done with it. Yeah, I want to not be Catholic anymore.
Okay.
And I think I want to go directly into Satanism. I think
Nice.
that's
Hell
the
yeah.
road I want to take. I don't want to just give the middle finger and be like, I'm a lapsed Catholic. I don't go to church anymore. I want to be like, fuck this church. I am done with you. Hail Satan.
Okay.
So there's like a paperwork thing there's involved?
Yeah, I didn't
Apparently,
know
if you write them and you're persuasive enough, I don't know what it's going to take.
Unsubscribe.
I don't know.
It sounds like an unsubscribe, which I didn't know. As a lapsed Catholic, I didn't realize that I'm still Catholic. I had no idea.
I've just been getting the emails and not opening them. You know? I haven't really been unsubscribed.
I did not know about
Yeah,
this.
So you just can't So even if you just never show up again, you're
Yeah,
still
that's
in the
me.
books.
You're in it.
Because you confirmed, because you said it when you were
Yeah.
13 years
Oh,
old.
right.
You said, I reject Satan and all of his works, and I did that. 6 years later, God took my hairline. Fuck him.
But you You're balding so much more gracefully than us.
That is true. You look really good, Bob.
Thank you. It only took me 16 years. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Did you lose it slow? Was it? A
Oh
slow
God,
loss
yeah.
for you?
I lost it real slow. I lost it starting at 20.
Oh
At
man.
20 it started
So
going.
how long
That
did you try to
sucks.
keep the scraps?
Oh.
Did you do like the bangs and the...
I had a Caesar cut for as long as I possibly fucking could,
Yeah.
until my hairdresser wouldn't do it anymore.
Oh man.
And I had to let it go. So that was like 23, and then I just wore a hat until I was 30. Could not even face it. Couldn't deal with it.
doing it till we're 40?
That's right. And keep pushing it, baby.
It's a good look.
It
Your hat
is.
will complete a look.
You look good in a hat too, though. I've seen you wearing a hat.
Just for-
You can rock a bucket hat, and that's a rare thing.
What works
Just
for
for
you too
people.
is that you have a good face without facial. I don't know. I've never actually seen you attempt to grow facial
I
hair.
can't grow it.
Oh, you just can't.
I've looked this way for 20 years because I just have
yeah,
no
I've-
options. There's nothing I can
It
do with
upsets
this.
me because I've known you for like 11 or
13,
12.
yeah.
And you've stayed the same age this whole time, and I have.
Just falling
I was
apart.
kind
You
of
look great. What are you talking about? You look...
Well, I
lost
find
a little weight. It looks like.
I've been eating, and yeah, it didn't show till this morning because I finally pooped after 3 days.
Oh, all
Okay.
right, there
No.
you go.
All right. Wow.
Cool.
But the
Does it all just like
Yeah.
it's like
exact-
Your
I was like,
bathroom
oh,
was a
I
bit of
could-
a
I could wear
Soundgarden,
my
wasn't
tight
it?
Soundgarden shirt. But because I can't do the shaved head because I can't have a face without facial hair, and I think a beard appearing out of nowhere looks stupid, and I can't do it.
You know, you can get it faded up.
Yeah, you
like
can go gracefully into
gradually gradient
It
it into
still
your. Okay,
leads
still
into
just kinda-
nothing. It's
You can kind of like scrawl a little, a little edge into there. Make a little.
like I have setting. It just doesn't work. It's my own personal hang up.
You know what?
You
Go
should
bald.
do some words. like
Yes!
Yeah.
ally, anti-Semite.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, I had to go back to that well. I shouldn't have
Yeah.
gone back to it, but
Oh,
it'd be interesting.
Lord. Like that Uncle Sam and Osama bin Laden.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is. I've noticed your schedule. I'm surprised you had room for us.
Yes.
Your June is huge.
June is a busy month.
Yeah. So what better to celebrate the beginning of Pride Month than sitting in a basement with a couple of weird straights?
This is my comfort zone. I really don't have. This is what I've been doing the last 13 years. I don't know how to hang out with gay people. I don't know. They go in for like that kiss on the cheek, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. No,
Oh, that's
homo.
why you did that upstairs. Okay.
I get. Yeah, I've stiff armed my aunt for the same reason.
Stiff armed my aunt.
That's could be an episode title. Let's put that one in the bank.
Yeah, June is great for Pride shows. It's wonderful. They get us together and they trot us out, and we get to see some of our people. It is cool because there's not as far as like queer venues, it's drag year in and year out, and that's it's more entertaining. I can't even be mad. Drag is so much like you know what? This would be more fun if we were all in drag.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
So the opportunities.
It's been a few years for me.
Wait, have you guys ever done like Halloween?
I've done Halloween
yeah.
drag.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
yeah,
I really love the way Dave said that. Like Dave was like, "I'll pull it out of, you know what I mean? Like, I'll get it out of the closet. You think I won't?
I
Let's
know,
do
I
it.
believe it.
I love it, bud.
I bet you could have a persona, and I wouldn't be surprised.
That was-
like
Oh,
not just a
absolutely.
drag
That was in high
outfit.
school. Yeah. Because I had my mom's. I borrowed my mom's dress, and she's only at 5'2", so
Okay.
yeah. I don't know any. I don't know any
build?
women now.
Similar
so, yeah.
build, your
It's
mother.
coming up high on those thighs. Nice. I like it.
Oh, hoochie mama.
He met my mom. Yeah.
I have met your mother.
We will. Wait. So are the crowds at the Pride shows mostly gay or mostly straight? Is it like straight tourism for a month? Like, ooh, let's venture into this world.
It's definitely like it's a mix. It's mostly queer people and a lot of straight women, and then their boyfriends, their woke boyfriends. So it's definitely in terms of like politics. It's more like liberal, lefty audiences.
I would have
And,
assumed-
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that goes without saying. I wish I could get something protested though. That's the thing. This thing is like so hard to get something like protested. I did an abortion show over the course of this year, and I was like, we're gonna have people outside mad. Nobody gave a shit.
Oh,
Wait.
man.
And you did it like out front of an abortion clinic, or
No, we did it at Tattooed Moms. We did a show for a fundraiser for an abortion.
there's
That's
definitely
awesome.
definitely been an abortion performed in that bathroom. You got to hold your breath every time you're in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so an abortion show? It's it's a pro-abortion show. I know that
Yeah,
much.
we're no amateurs.
It's it's to is it to raise money or awareness or
It was to raise money. It was to raise money.
There's awareness about
send
abortion.
send a kid to
Send the kid to hell.
I thought they go to purgatory.
Oh
No, it was limbo, but the old pope did away with that.
Oh,
He just said it didn't exist anymore. That's a good reason to leave the Catholic Church. They can just do away with entire like realms of existence.
messed up.
Yeah.
so wait, yeah, limbo's just gray. It's just what was limbo?
Limbo is where unbaptized babies and people that didn't know who came before Jesus Christ had to go. I think, or maybe they went to purgatory too. But unbaptized babies went to limbo.
Yeah, they're
they
not
never-
just making it up.
Right, exactly.
Doesn't sound like it's made up at
Well,
all.
The idea was like people were like, well, purgatory where you have to live like in a constant state of like nothingness, like what probably death really
So yeah,
is.
my life. No.
And they're like, and then Jesus comes back, and then you all go get to heaven or whatever. And then, but people were like, but what about like babies that literally didn't do anything to deserve it and couldn't even like say, hey, I love Christ? And the guy was like, you know what? There's another place. It's called limbo. So that's what
Okay.
limbo is. That's how they made that up.
But
It's
they-
gone now.
They
It doesn't
did.
exist.
They did sin. Original. What is original? It's so
Original sin
It's just
is
hurting your mom.
Here we go. This is gonna, we're gonna
Welcome
be
to the
teaching-
religion lesson with
Yeah,
Dave
we're going to
Permiano.
be teaching Dave Permiano Catholicism. Original sin is eating the apple of knowledge. From
Wait, why
the
is that on
tree.
the babies?
It's not on the babies. It's on
Oh,
all
I
of
thought
us.
that
It's
every
on-
baby. I thought every unbaptized baby was
is.
guilty of original sin. I
Original
thought that
sin
was-
is.
Yeah,
You
we're
are-
born with it.
You are, but as soon as you're born. One of the things that
Baby, you're
modern
born,
religion
bitch.
fucks up is that the Bible doesn't give a shit about unborn babies at all. All babies begin to exist on the day that they first draw breath.
Yeah.
So you can do whatever the fuck you want to a fetus according to the Bible. So
Sounds like good reading.
So, yeah, I learned all that and more at the Tattooed Mom's Abortion Awareness Show.
Very good.
We're educating.
Yeah,
Oh man.
that's great. You also do a decent amount of comedy festivals, right? I see you often getting into those.
Yeah, I've done a bunch that I wanted to do, and not all the ones that I wanted to do.
Well, just wait till you get the Weekday Comics bump. You know, this might help. This might help you out.
What are we at 6 listeners?
What I'm actually, what I'm doing recently, and this is what I recommend to people if they don't feel like spending the money on festival submissions and stressing out about am I going to get into this festival or not. Just make friends. Okay, easier said than done, right? But what when you've been doing comedy for a while and you met some people from all over, you get to just hit up your friends in other cities and go, I'm coming to this city. Can you get me a gig? I arranged to go to Atlanta for a weekend. And I just had a friend who had a show. I say, hey, can I get on your show? She said, sure. And I booked, and I was like, and then I got the Airbnb and I got the flight. And then she said, oh, I'll put you in touch with X dude and he'll put you on his show. I was like, great. And then I got put in touch with somebody else. I ended up doing 5 shows over the course of 3 days, which was like really, really cool. I could do 2 shows at the Laughing Skull in Atlanta. That was a lot of fun. And that was like, I didn't have to submit to a festival. I just went. And you still meet people, you still make those connections, you still have a really, really great time without all that like overhead.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I had a similar experience randomly while I was moving back to Philly. I drove through Denver and I ran into somebody that I had met just once, like somebody I had met at a show. They were traveling and she hooked me up. Same thing, introduced me to like 3 or 4 comics. And they were like, well, if you want to like hang out for the weekend, we'll get you on a couple shows. And I now, people that like I see doing things and we talk online and stuff. And yeah, all just from like asking, going out and that's one of the biggest things I think that comics don't realize is like just going and asking and making your own shit is quite often the only way to get it done. Because if you're just waiting for other people to ask you, that'll happen every once in a while. But if that's the only avenue you're following, you're not really going to be doing nearly what you need to do, especially if you're good at it. So. Right, Dave?
Everyone
Yeah,
looking
wow.
at me.
Right, Dave?
No, it's your turn to share some wisdom.
Man, I gotta look into getting one of these personalities that you guys rely so heavily upon. I did I've done like every festival I've done out of town. Like we're going after party. Then I'm awkward at partying. Well, I'm gonna stand in the corner and then quietly just walk backwards out the door. They even hey, we have a place to crash if you want. In Pittsburgh, I think I'll just drive home. 5 hours.
But I was just having this conversation with somebody else. This is true not just in comedy. This was 100% true in like film and TV work, and it's been true in like everything I've ever done. Which is like when I started working in film and TV, I was told the most important thing you can do on your job is go to the wrap party. Go to the party at the end of the gig, because if you don't, it's like you almost didn't even work on the show or whatever. That wrap party is where you make all of your next gigs, because it's contract stuff. So you're relying on other people to call you to give you jobs. And so it's like they won't really remember. They will remember your hard work on set, but what they'll really remember is getting that drink at the wrap party and talking about the work that you did on set. And if you can create that memory, that's what gets you the job. And I think that's true in comedy too. Like people will remember if you kill, but if you're in a situation where they can't see you reliably kill like over and over and over again, what they're going to remember is that hang after the thing.
Yeah.
So.
You just perfectly explained the fucking state of Hollywood, though.
100%. Yeah, totally.
Man, the guys that do CGI and Marvel movies supposed to be great hangs afterward.
Yeah, and that's why I get jealous of like comics who can like hang out and socialize with the audiences and after the show, because after the show a lot of times I'm like tired, I'm spent. I don't want to
You
talk to
actually
anybody.
exert energy on stage.
Yeah.
I don't have any. Yeah, we're 40 now though. We want to fucking. Yeah, people. Well, I don't smoke weed or anything. That's a fucking
Huge.
That's
kill.
gonna set you back.
Yeah. But I gotta say, yeah, sometimes I just have a fucking appointment with a chair. And like,
I do remember one time there was a show that we did together, or we were there together, and then afterwards we went for a hang, and it was with a bunch of younger comics, very funny people. But we were out at like a loud bar where they were like blasting music, and all these like mid to late 20 comics were like, "Yeah, this is great," and you and me were sitting at the table like, "Oh, we're having so much fun hanging out."
everybody our age needs that experience, though. That's the official closing the chapter on that. Like I got invited to, like when I was 30, and like a 21-year-old surprise party. I'm like, fuck yeah, my friends are off having kids and families and being boring as shit. It took me 2 seconds in there to realize this is not where I belong. What even is Molly?
Sorry, Dave. One day you're gonna do Molly, and it's gonna be a fun night for everyone in the room with you.
I did edible shrooms with Cody Wright and his friends after show. Okay, so
Did it fill you with love?
no. I think I took about 9 of them because it wasn't doing the trick. I
Yeah.
remember getting angry at that.
I like to think that was just your sheer
Yeah.
force of will.
Right.
You just
Exactly.
reading it.
The trip.
So yeah, I don't think these things create love. I think they take whatever smidgen you might have in your body and really just work the shit out of that. So if you don't have any origin source, it's not going to
Amazing.
do anything.
Yours is the only ego mushrooms couldn't kill. That's crazy.
We found my superpower.
It's kind of like Super Mario hopping around in his head. Just
I'm still small.
He just became a slightly larger Dave. Yeah.
It's like Dave becomes like wanted by the government for like reverse MK Ultra stuff. Like he can resist any chemical. Like you're like, what do you mean? LSD does not work on this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I have a fucking peanut M&M addiction. I'm not above anything.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man. So is there any cool parade action going on this month? I haven't.
I'm so out of the loop. I
Oh.
think it happened over this past weekend, and I missed it. We all missed it in Philly.
Does Philly do a straight pride parade too?
What's a place called Ladder 49? Isn't that the straight pride headquarters?
The mummers. The mummers are the straight.
Yes. Yes.
That's straight pride.
That's something that's been coming along lately.
Kavanaugh's
Like,
River Deck. I mean, what else do you want?
No, I think they're fucking hilarious. Straight pride parade, just because it's just a bunch of dudes that look like us.
Yeah.
There's no pageantries. It's just a fucking march.
That's the problem.
There's-
It's not a parade, it's a march, because a parade, like you said, it needs pageantry. And straight men can't, other than the mummers,
Yeah, it's
can't,
a 95 to 5 dude to chick ratio. Which a gay pride parade's like 50-50, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's better than an open mic ratio.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So you're more likely to get laid at a gay
At a
pride
gay
parade.
pride parade than an open mic, 100%.
It is funny, yeah.
Straight Pride Parade float is just like a Red Bull car. That's the whole float. It's a float. We call it a float.
I don't know. Would straight pride and things like straight pride and white pride, would they be more okay if they weren't just... No, hear me.
Neil is wiggling again.
Because straight pride and white pride are both celebrating more what you're not. Like, yeah, we're not gay. If they just focused on straight accomplishments and stuff like that.
Straight accomplishments like creating gay people.
Yeah.
That's pretty special.
They can lord
but
that.
you're not allowed to talk about that during the Pride Parade. They don't like that.
You're all here because I love pussy.
If we weren't fucking, there'd be no more of you.
So it sounds like they should join efforts instead, right?
Yeah, that's why we're natural allies. Yeah.
Exactly. Give them a little pageantry.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We will continue to birth gay people, and you will continue to tell us where to hem our jean shorts. So these are things that we can give each other.
You know what? Instead of straight pride, maybe we should have like the last float of like the gay pride parade is like a straight float of like bros.
Yeah.
It's bros.
Just like a little, like a gift,
Yeah,
like a consent, like a reaching across the aisle.
Sure,
yeah.
sure. Everybody has a citywide.
Yeah. I like it.
I mean,
You know
Well,
what?
but, yeah.
This is a great. You know, we should do that next year. Let's do
Let's do it. Let's do
are we,
it.
the ally
wait,
float.
yeah, are we the representatives of straight? Because
Maybe we're not the ones
I have
that
not
should
been pulling
lead
my
off.
weight lately.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing much better than a lot of people.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, it's easy to be an ally. Just don't hate gay people. Like, it's just like, do you think they're human beings? All right, you're like right pretty high up there on the ally list now, just by default.
Does them getting married affect you in any way whatsoever? Yeah.
Right. Are you happy when other human beings are happy? Oh man, you are up there on the ally list.
Do we have to give a shit about you telling your kids explaining things to them?
Right.
It's the worst. Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking stop inconveniencing us because you had kids.
Exactly. I'm
Right.
stressing out about what you can explain to your kids.
Right.
Exactly.
I know you're with me on that. That for me is one of the things that pisses me off the most about, like, especially this new, like, won't anyone think of the children stuff with drag shows and stuff like that. It's like, I would almost accept better them owning that they just hated gay people than to be like, well, what am I supposed to tell my kids? I don't give it my fucking
Yeah.
problem. I don't give a fuck what you do with your fucking stupid kids. That's your problem. I didn't ask you to have them.
Give
Oh,
your
fuck you.
babysitter explicit instructions not to do that.
Right. Yeah.
But those parents consented to having their kid.
Right, exactly. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, I'm definitely not going to tell you what to do with your fucking kids. Fuck off with them.
Can
I
we
don't
like
care.
low-key just talk about how they kind of like put us all in a bad position though? Like they weren't asking. Nobody was asking to have kids at drag shows. Just like nobody's really asking to have kids at bars. Like that's
Right,
another like very
right,
contentious
right.
discourse. But it's the kind of thing like you tolerate, right? It's like the drag queens at best have been like tolerating the presence of like kids at drag shows. Not like, ooh, can't wait to have these little kids running around fucking not tipping me.
That is such a good fucking point, though, because
That
we've
makes-
all
yeah.
had that too. You show up for a comedy show and there's a fucking kid in the audience, and you're like, this was
actually-
not told that. Well, you like.
I
that
love the
'cause you're-
challenge.
Yeah, yeah, you love that.
I'm
shit.
gonna walk these fuckers. Yeah. The moms that are like, we're cool moms. Our kids can hear shit.
Yeah.
Never last through my set.
And I'm willing to bet anytime you find a right winger that's like, well, I have here this transcript. That's exactly what the drag queen was doing. Like, fuck this fucking kid. Let's see if I do some high kicks. So get out of here right over his head.
Wait, you ever do comedy for like teens or anything like that?
Not a room full of them, no,
I've
but
done-
they've been in the audience.
I've done a
before.
college show, or they look pretty horrified at me.
I've done a house show that was supposed to be, I thought, adults, and then we got there and a lot of it was like in the neighborhood, and apparently a lot of the parents and stuff came over. It was a lot of teenagers, and that became a problem. Yeah, so that was fun. But on the thing of it'd be kind of in a weird position with the drag show thing. I realize it's also like weird, ridiculous ammo now for like a bunch of weirdos. I just heard a story from Seriously Dad Jay, just talking about somebody who someone came dressed up. One of the teachers, a gay man, dressed up in drag to school like one day, which was his choice, and that it was ill-timed, saw by adults. But then some of the local parties in the community, like the Republican Party, immediately grabbed it and was just like, he's trying to teach transgender stuff. Literally dressed up one day as like a thing he wanted to do, and it just freaked out, and then they all grabbed it.
Or that utterly ridiculous person that wants to wear the like Z cup fake tits in Canada, that trans person.
Well, I thought that person wasn't a trans person. I thought that
I thought there was a picture of them walking around titless.
Oh, was that a prank?
Yeah, it was like an alt-right dude who was trying to be an asshole.
Well then fuck them. Okay, all right, yeah, then that makes even more sense. Yeah.
Further,
but even if that person had been trans, it's like, well, that person is just that person. They don't represent an entire community.
Isn't the theory that the most ridiculous person on both sides are just sleeper agents for the other side?
Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah. You ever see the Steven Crowder in drag? It's very.
Oh wow.
It's extremely sexual, and him and his friends are like cupping each other's private parts and stuff. I don't know how we got to this, but
no, that's okay. This is how the podcast usually goes.
Well, that's just straight dude. That's how straight dudes.
Straight guys are very.
Yeah.
Straight guys get very gay together. That's that is very true. We in the combines. Neil's laughing because he knows there's nothing gayer than a
You've
straight.
Never grabbed a dick with a
sleepover.
Mississippi count out of.
I have grabbed a dick with a
air,
Mississippi count.
You know what you never see at a gay bar is slap ass. You know,
Right.
slap ass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, our asses are numb to that at this
Yeah, we
point.
don't
Right?
smack my ass on the way up the stage. It doesn't even affect me.
Yeah, credit card. You know?
Yeah.
So at a party, we're just me and another. We were just having an argument about something, and I was winning the argument as I'm wont to do, and he didn't want to go down, so he just, that's it. I'm taking my balls out. And since I was winning the argument, I was like, well, I'm not just gonna fucking let this happen.
can't let
so
that-
fucking whoop. Out came mine too, and then,
ball.
God, I can smell this story.
This was straight. This was machismo.
it's true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Then I feel like you guys had to do like that Great Big J joke from his last album, where in order to win, you guys had to run at each other hard, and whoever hit the other one's balls.
Yeah.
Like
it was only
like
balls.
jogging,
No,
like lancing.
yeah.
All right. No meat.
It's a
just
great
the
joke by Big
potatoes.
J. But what did you do? What do you mean? That's it? You just whooped both
So
you
you
guys
just
had your balls
continued the
out, and
debate
then
with
that's
your
it?
balls out?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
we
When did
find
you
it-
decide to put them back?
He just nodded like, I doff my cap to you, sir.
Okay.
And then we went back to playing beer pong.
Gay stalemate.
All
That's
right.
great.
Yeah.
Hopefully you wash your hands.
We had the water cup.
Okay.
The
This
water.
is-
First of
There you
all,
go.
the water cup washes away everything.
Yes.
That's the rule. That fucking ball rolls into every fucking nook
Oh,
and
yeah.
cranny in the house.
Yeah.
Just dunk it.
Dip, dip, dip. And no, that was the beer pong tournament. I had already been eliminated. So that's why I was upstairs arguing with my balls out, because
Yeah. That makes sense.
I had already lost my claim of the trophy.
God damn.
Good time. So that was a straight pride party? What was that?
Exactly. Yes.
Beer pong balls.
Yeah.
Yes. A straight accomplishment, beer pong.
You
We
have to
celebrated our straightness without bashing the gays.
Yeah, that's true.
Just celebrated our balls.
Yeah.
You have to be feeling pretty proud to put your balls out at a party.
And we drank with Bud Light. Ah, fuck.
Oh, no. Oh, I didn't realize this was a woke podcast.
No, wait. Because Bud Light and Miller Light are both woke now, right?
They're all woke.
They're
You
all
ever see like those compilations of all the rainbow ads of
Right.
all? Because who drinks like a fish? I'm not gonna say, but fill in the blanks. Yeah, every alcohol distributor company, whatever, has a rainbow
Right.
ad. You can't escape that shit.
And also, up until this year, it wasn't a thing. It was like,
No.
all right, who cares? It's fake inclusivity.
didn't-
Everyone
yeah.
recognizes it's kind of bullshit, so who gives a fuck?
I didn't know people gave a shit about spokespeople.
They don't.
Fucking
People just want to be mad about.
don't deprive yourself of something you like.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Right.
And it's so many people now had to learn who Dylan Mulvaney is and who didn't need this information. I
Right.
need to know.
Right.
I didn't
Now
know.
I gotta defend this person to the death.
Right. This
Sacred
person has to become
responsibility.
someone. Right. Yeah. Totally.
But I actually do believe, like, the people boycotting, I believe they were Bud Light drinkers. Like, when I hear about Target getting boycotted
Oh, yeah.
for, like, an end cap, I don't know exactly what.
For what?
An end cap, I guess? Like,
No, they just had like rainbow merchant, like regular
Right, they had,
ass
like, a
rainbow
pride section, and it's
merchandise. Yeah. It was like nothing.
Yeah, but like when I picture someone that would boycott Target, I'm picturing a Walmart shopper.
Right. I totally like Target. I think of like a white woman in her 20s or 30s. Walmart, I think of the person that gets mad that there's pride displays.
And if I was one of those people, like, so they have a special section for gay stuff now. That's exactly what I would have wanted if I were one of those people.
Right.
Yeah, there's men's, women's, children, gays.
That way you know that you're not gonna.
They're segregated. That's what you wanted.
That's how you know that pink shirt is straight. It's not in the gay area.
That's
Right. It's actually helping
man,
them. Yeah.
That's more of a peach or a salmon. Is salmon straight pink?
Well, speaking of Satanism, so there was this thing where people were going on to like Mid-Journey art, and they were creating these scenes of a Target, but instead of like the clothes models, it was like a giant like Baphomet statue, like modeling the shirts and shit. And I'm looking at it like Target would be so much fucking cooler. Like I would so shop at Target if they had like a horned goat wearing their like $9 t-shirt.
It's like a Hot Topic Target.
Hot Target.
Hot Target, yeah.
Man, yeah, that's where I used to get all my clothes too.
Hot Topic. Yeah, you were a Hot Topic kid.
I was.
I like to walk the balance between PacSun and Hot Topic. I walked between worlds. Oh yeah, you were a PacSun guy, 100%. No, you weren't. Like me, you floated.
I was a straight god. Yeah, man. I had
Did you just describe yourself as a
straight god? Dude, straight god. Straight god.
I was
baby.
a straight god.
I was a straight god. No, straight up. Yeah, just goth all day.
All right, hell yeah.
Pink hair, the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
Mohawks,
okay.
pulled up. Yeah.
Nice. All right. I'll have to get a picture of that at
I
some
had a
point.
PacSun card. I had a store card.
Okay, hell yeah.
I was buying
Hell
on
yeah.
credit.
Wait, this place had clothes? I thought they were just glasses or whatever.
And vibes.
Yeah.
No, that's Zoomies, right?
Zoomies, that was shoes. Shoes would be sold to you by a bisexual at Zoomies.
I guess I wasn't a mall person.
Okay.
You seem like a mall person. It's so weird. You seem like you never leave the food court at the mall. No, I don't mean.
Oh,
Sorry. Oh, I apologize. Oh,
well,
sorry,
your fucking
everybody.
compliments have been negated. First of all, the food court is the best place in the mall.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
true.
Yeah, no, I was like interested in a girl that was like a mall rat for a day, and then just this seems fucking. This is nothing. This is why. Why do people tolerate this? Fucking go consume, go shop. Yeah, it wasn't for me.
So what happened? Well, yeah, what, you just fell out of lust with.
Oh, I do that very easily. Yeah.
You like masturbated once, so you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
I could get used to this. Yeah. I am doing something to this blanket. I know this is the blanket you sleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say Neil has to sleep under that.
We found out. Yeah, we had a substitute producer, and he informed us that this is Neil's bed.
Oh,
It folds out
thanks,
though.
James.
I think we didn't ever say that on air.
We
It
doing
folds.
this every? We doing this every episode?
We didn't do it last episode.
We
did
didn't do it. No, you
No,
did.
we
Yeah.
didn't do it.
No, you didn't do it. Yeah, okay, we'll do every other.
Every other episode.
Good,
I
good.
want to clarify from 2 episodes ago, Neil, to help you out
thank
that
you.
you don't just cram your 8'4" body onto this bed.
Right.
It folds out into a full bed that you then sleep in
Right.
like a grown adult. So
Yeah.
I'm actually helping you out here.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, buddy. That
No
really
problem.
makes
Story though, I
everything-
am slowly transitioning to lactose intolerant.
Oh, good.
Oh, really?
Good.
Okay.
It's okay. It's all right. It's good. I'm happy that sea will be devastating.
Yeah.
that's too bad.
You're
Well,
about.
you know,
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say what I use instead of milk. Cum. So you
Oh,
can
nice.
There we go. Hey,
Are
Okay.
you willing to make the switch?
I actually.
Taste test? Blind taste test. Come on.
I mean, we've not before.
Every time.
We're not going to admit things about ourselves in this podcast.
All right, I'm pulling my balls out. I hate that you're trying to be.
Ah, there they are, everybody.
We're not telling our truths. No, I'm handling dairy, but I don't give a fuck. I'm still
Just ride with
yeah,
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Lactate.
just
Take
lay.
those pills and shit.
I'll Heimlich farts out of myself instead of sleeping or whatever. But yeah, I like it too much.
I get you.
So I like going to the bathroom. It's all fun.
It's all good. It's all good.
We got phones now. There's no rush to get off.
You are like 15 years away from walking in the mall every morning, Dave.
I beg to differ. I think
You're going to be doing circuits.
No, I'm gonna die way before that.
But this is you represent the majority. Most people are lactose intolerant, but just they don't give a shit. Just
They
do
power
it anyway.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Exactly.
farts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I hate that. Like the older I get, it's just more like the diet becomes more things I have to deprive myself of.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Every year, I'm off coffee for 2 years now.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. No more coffee. Caffeine gives me a tummy ache. Everything gives me a fucking tummy ache. Can't eat anything.
Were you normally a sensitive stomach
No,
person?
I
or-
used. Oh my god! I mean, I've been a stoner for like 30 years, so like I've just been like a Hoover for like snacks. I love. I used to like after going out to the clubs, I would go out to the diner with my friends and have like a bacon cheeseburger, a pizza burger, and fries at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Go to sleep, wake up feeling excellent. I can't do that anymore. I have like a stick of broccoli at 9 o'clock, and I'm like suffering all night long.
The 9 o'clock broccoli. Write it down.
Yeah,
We
there
might
you go.
roll-
That's
we
put
might
it in
roll
the
with
bank.
that.
9 o'clock broccoli.
Just one stalker.
I said stick. Yes,
Stick.
It's brutal. Getting older is. I fucking hate it, man.
Yeah,
Not
God, it
cute.
sucks.
I know.
Are you guys off stuff? Is there anything that you have left behind completely?
No,
I mean, I don't know if the camera can see me, but no, there's absolutely nothing that I have excluded from my diet, Alejandro.
And Dan, I just want you look great.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
diet. My knee got. It didn't hurt, but it got peculiar on me,
Right.
and like a way that I'm like, you know, like when you're younger, your knee hurts. You're like, okay, it'll be gone. Like I think this might just be my knee now, and it doesn't hurt for the most. It's the only thing it does is change the way I get into bed. If my knee hit the bed first, it felt like it just had no skin on it. Like it felt like a scraped knee, and I'm like, oh. No, it's my knee still. So yeah, now I slide into bed instead of crawl into bed,
Okay.
and I think that's just me now. That's just who I am, and it's something I have to adapt to. I guess.
Gingerly getting into the
Yeah.
so you don't hurt yourself doing it.
Yeah.
Have we gained anything with age? Obviously, experience and wisdom. right?
No, I don't think so.
No. Everybody. Nope.
Skin tags get a lot more.
Oh,
skin
yeah.
tags.
The skin,
Yeah.
hair growing. I got no, I can't have a hairdo, but my knuckles have bangs.
Yeah.
Shoulder hairs the worst. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually surprisingly look at my arms and legs. I've got like Chewbacca limbs, but I'm pretty moderately hairy on my body.
I wouldn't care if it was consistent, but it's
Right,
like this,
yeah.
and then there's just like little
Shoulder
long
pads.
fucking stragglers.
Yeah, why can't we all just have like hot dude like up here, and then a nice little treasure, and the perfect amount? No, it's, oh man, I feel like my back looks like a flesh map of a war torn country. You know? I can't.
Well, to be fair, it has been crossed by a lot of soldiers. So
Yeah, when they leave their dog tags on, bro.
But did you mean like wisdom when you asked that question? Yeah.
yeah, sure.
I now know to get into bed a different way. And yeah.
Yeah, I definitely embody that old man sentiment that I used to kind of roll my eyes at when people were like, if I could put my brain in my younger body, like the I would own the fucking world. Like if I could go back and not make all the mistakes when I was young and able enough to do them. Like you were kind of doing it right now, like sleeping on a couch to facilitate your dreams. I'm bringing it up again, but this time complimentary. That's so much harder once you get up to our age. Like when you're 20, fucking you could sleep on a couch every single day of the year and be fine. Like now if I sleep on a couch 2 days in a row, something hurts when I wake up. So, you know, those things change, and I wish that I had the confidence to do all the shit, to just walk up and be like, yeah, I belong in this place. You should let me do this thing, which I never would have had the confidence or knowledge to do when I was 20. I'll totally do now at 40, but I'm limping up there to say it now. You know?
No, I think I'm totally reverting. Holy shit! I can drink an entire case of Bud Light again.
Well, I'm happy. I'm happy you're de-evolving. Into...
Well, no, yeah. It begs. Do you grow out of that lifestyle, or do you age out of that lifestyle?
Ooh, good question. Really good question.
And I've realized I aged out of it.
Same. Like, yeah, I'm like, oh, I was such a heavy drinker, and I was out all the time, and I'm like, yeah, did I decide to grow up and not do that? It was no, I drink more than 2 beers, and I get a tummy ache, so I can't do that anymore.
Your fucking body told you you're done.
Right. Right.
Stop to that.
Yeah. I mean, I think with comedy, that's a that can be tough too, because I find like a lot of younger guys who can go out and be like, yeah, whatever, I'll just do 2 weeks on the road and sleep in my car every day. Right. Exactly. It hurts you just to think about. But then once you get to, 6, 7, 10 years in comedy, however many it has been for you, you get to the point where it's like, you finally have shit to say. You have things you want to say, you know how to say it, but then you kind of have to do the like, well, I got to get a hotel if I'm staying here. Or find someone's like bed to sleep on. So it's like, it definitely is in comedy the same way I feel in life, which is like, if you could only marry that shit, if only they had they made like an Ozempic for age, and you could just shoot it and then like feel a little younger.
Things are getting clear. Is that the fuck?
Yeah. No, Ozempic is Ozempic. Yeah, I just love it. It's my favorite one.
Fair enough. All right.
All right.
It's time for the news, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
We're talking news. We're talking news. We're talking news. We're here to shoot the shit and talk the news.
All right, I want to do a little precursor for the listeners out there. Since I post like 6 jokes a week, like
Yes.
3 years, 3 of mine, half of them got well actually'd in the comment section. Here's the thing. We know we're not going to be for everyone, and we've accepted that. And like the whole part of like doing podcasts like this is so we could get out there and have people want to come see us. You're clearly not the type of person that jokes are for. We know we're not telling truths here. We are not a legitimate news service.
Yeah.
Don't correct us.
Right. People will treat because we're delivering these things as if we're delivering a news story, that we are delivering a news story. We are not. I did the one about that Trump didn't believe in birthright citizenship. I said that Donald Trump didn't believe in birthright citizenship. I did not need 5 posts being like, well, actually, the Constitution is the one that says, I know that. This is a joke about Donald Trump. It was a joke.
Yes. And I understand that the singer Pink Floyd probably did the whole Nazi uniform thing symbolically. I don't think he's an actual Nazi.
Right.
But I also just copy and paste the headlines and write a punchline. I've never read a single one of these fucking stories.
Right. So, and Alejandro, I can explain the rules to you as our audience knows them. We do not confer on any of these jokes. I have no idea what he's written about. He has no idea what I've written about. And we do not read the headlines of this, or we do not read beyond the headlines of these things. So we are just reporting on the headlines and then our general knowledge of the topic after that. Also, Alejandro, your role in this will be if we've written on the same joke or same premise, I should say, it will be an official joke off and you will decide which one you like more.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Dave, would you like to go?
Sure. SpaceX mission returns from space station with ex-NASA astronaut and 3 paying customers. And upon hearing this, millions of working class people got the hope that maybe, just maybe, that ship went up into space with 4 paying customers.
Okay. Hoping for a death.
Yeah, well, those rich space fucking tourists. Yeah, who wants...
Okay, yeah. All right. I like that. Mike Pence files paperwork to launch 2024 Republican presidential campaign. To help win back right-wing voters, he has announced his new campaign slogan, Hang with Mike Pence.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
Alabama bans transgender female athletes from women's college sports. There were surprisingly a few Alabama lawmakers against this, though, stating, "We have other college sports besides men's football."
I like it. Starting off Pride Month with a men's football joke. It's bold. That's some straight pride right there.
Yeah. Huskers. That's Nebraska.
Oh,
I don't.
okay. All right.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Bulldogs. Okay.
No, I don't know. It's too straight pridey now. Okay.
I know their names.
A 5,000-mile wide seaweed blob carrying flesh-eating bacteria has crashed on Florida beaches, which can mean only one thing. Chris Christie has hit the campaign trail.
Very nice.
All right. If this one doesn't come off as racist, then that's That's just me being a good writer.
Oh God.
Well, I try.
Okay.
It might come off, but that wasn't my intention, is what I'm trying to say. But
All right,
it might be.
Let's see what you got, Brianna.
Chick-fil-A gets heat from Twitter users over DEI. Angry customers say that these companies need to stay in their lane because it's always been well known that a love for fried chicken has always been attributed to white Christians only.
Okay, I see.
I got you.
I see. You went around on
It's,
it.
it's a circuitous path on that one.
Yeah. Circuitous. That's good. All right. Chris Christie has announced his 2024 Republican presidential campaign on a message of bridging the partisan divide. Of course, Christie plans to close that bridge anytime he needs something.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Former First Lady Rosalind Carter has dementia, her family says. It may be a misdiagnosis, though, as it isn't necessarily dementia that makes you keep forgetting if Jimmy Carter is still alive or not. I had to look it up.
but is he?
He's alive. He is.
Experts believe prosecutors may have grounds to charge Donald Trump under the Espionage Act. Trump himself is blindsided, as he thought espionage was the name of his favorite stripper.
California border officials sees more than $38 million worth of meth tucked inside shipment of kale. The border officials said it needed to be taken off the streets because people really shouldn't put that stuff in their body. And that was before they discovered the meth.
Yeah.
Look, you saw it coming.
I liked it, though. I knew I was smiling, knowing where it was going, but it didn't disappoint. Hey, speaking of our favorite actor now, Army Hammer sexual assault case dropped by LA prosecutors. At the courthouse steps, a triumphant Hammer declared, "Chew on that, haters."
Oh. All right. Pentagon cancels drag show at Air Force Base as Pride Month begins. They decided it would be counterproductive to them blowing up small villages if the fighter jets got any ideas from the shows and decided to keep their rockets tucked back.
Yeah. All right. Heck yeah.
Tuck the military.
Me, I'm for tuck military.
Yeah,
That's just me.
right.
I don't know who you are.
I tuck. I'm American. I tuck.
Gotta rein this in.
You go to war with the tuck you have, you know?
Oh, man.
We got the snort.
We got the
We
snort.
got the snort. We're ripping some snorts out here. Okay. Florida Gen Z Congressman Maxwell Frost yells, "Fuck Ron DeSantis" on stage at Paramore Con. Yeah, which is embarrassing and unprofessional because "Fuck Ron DeSantis" is an Evanescence song. So, no, yeah, good for him.
That's
good for that kid.
Yep.
Tupac Shakur to be honored with posthumous star on Hollywood Walk of Fame. They're not worried about the star getting defaced or filed in any way because no one would attempt to do that on such a public street.
Nice. Nice. Like that.
Okay.
Like it a bunch.
We got Neil's approval.
Yeah,
at least.
Neil's feeling it. Bam Margera threatens to smoke crack until he's able to see his son.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. Bam Margera threatens to smoke crack until he's able to see his son. In other news of what's already happening, Dan DePriel intends to eat stovetop stuffing until he's given a Netflix special.
Okay, where were we? Fashion magazine cover featuring pregnant transgender man sparks outrage. Expressed one of the outraged customers, "How are we supposed to explain to our children that there are mommies and daddies and that their daddies got a few strokes in before realizing what was going on?"
Okay. All right.
I could have worded that a little bit.
Okay.
That's probably not going to make one of the three. Yeah.
Well, actually, Dave, all right. Elliot Page reveals a famous actor told him being gay doesn't exist and said to him, "I'm going to fuck you and make you realize you aren't gay." Yeah. Even more shocking, it was Dame Judi Dench.
Ooh.
Some of our jokes, Alejandro, it's more about the visual than the actual punchline.
Did you hear me think of that?
Yeah.
We like to
Judi Dench,
share.
oh my God.
We like to show our range here.
Yeah.
Bible banned from Utah school district. And as Utah is considered one of the more religious states, teachers have expressed outrage at the fact that they're going to have to find a new book to beat students with.
You did it again. I couldn't get one for that. I looked at that story for all week.
Always look to hitting children.
You're right. I should have trusted my instincts.
Said like a Yoda.
Children hitting always trust.
Always you must hit. Jeez.
Director Christopher Nolan revealed his favorite seats in the movie theater are in the front row. Yeah, which explains why he thinks every movie goes womp. Thanks. Yeah.
Can't wait for Oppenheimer myself. Sonic employee arrested in New Mexico after cocaine found in customer's hot dog. Sonic has come out and issued an apology and said that never again will they serve a hot dog where you'll be able to identify any of the ingredients. Yeah.
The Coke on a hot dog? Really? That's awesome. Right. I wish I had seen
Thought that was
story.
more of a wiener schnitzel or whatever that fast food restaurant
Oh
out
yeah,
west is
Das
called.
Wiener Schnitzel or whatever.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah. So Bob's Big Boy all the way. All right. Riffing too much on this. All right. DC says Aquaman 2 will tackle climate change as a major plot point and perhaps, hopefully, create a movie even more fucking boring than Aquaman.
There you go. And you love talking about Amber Heard pooping, and you did not. I thought that's where that was going to go.
I thought maybe the more direct for the cuteness.
I
of
love it. I hated that fucking movie.
Yeah, me too.
Dogs attacked more than 5,300 mail carriers last year, the Postal Service says. To go along with this, Hallmark is releasing a new line of greeting cards that you can send to someone just to let them know that you feel like having a random dog put down. Yeah. I really should try to say these out loud before I leave the house.
Also circuitous. Circuitous, and at the end there's a dead dog.
I'm going to look that word up when I leave.
All right. I do the cute ones to set up ones like this.
And I would do it now, but I can't spell it. So let's move on.
Good idea. 11-month-old dies after being left in car for 3 hours while parents went to church. Yeah, authorities say if only they had been going to Jewish temple, that child might have lasted for up to 8 days and 8 nights. That's why we do the cute ones a lot. Oh, Aquaman, you didn't like it. That's cute. Oh, what's
I
that?
love that joke.
That was a goodie.
Thank you.
All right. University of Buffalo sued over revoking recognition status for Young Americans of Freedom student group. Of course, they could just go back to operating under the name they're normally known as the Bills Tailgate.
Yeah, okay. Billy Joel to end Madison Square Garden residency after 150 concerts. The Madison Square Garden said he's always welcome to come back.
There we go.
See, I'm going to give you a dead kid, but it's going to be sandwiched with cute little Billy Joel shit.
No, I normally avoid the dead kids. If I had a fucking punchline like that one, no.
No, thank you.
Dead kid. Jesus. Amazon is reportedly trying to offer Prime subscriptions. Let's start that over. Amazon is reportedly trying to offer Prime subscribers free cell phone service. Came down to either this or programming Alexa to say, "Louder, please. It's harder to eavesdrop when you won't speak up." They're spying on us.
Oh man, do I love when they bomb on air, dude.
Yeah, me too. They're listening to us right now.
That was one of the todays.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. Okay, this one's got a little, I don't know, it's a two-parter, I guess. 83-year-old Al Pacino demanded a paternity test when his 28-year-old girlfriend got pregnant, thinking he was too old to have kids. But at 83, the only test that would work was an Ancestry.com DNA swab. Okay. That's why I wanted to do two ones. I guess she thought she was a hooah. Okay. Right. There we go. It's all right.
She had a great ass.
I tried to work. That was what I tried. She had birthing hips or whatever.
At 83, most guys can't even catch the scent of a woman.
Oh,
there you go.
There you
Hey.
go. Oh, that was a three-parter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got tags in here. You know,
I'm not going to use any of them.
that's okay.
PETA president plans to donate her flesh for sizzling post-death human barbecue. She hasn't been available to reach for comment on this, as since she's made these comments, her phone has been tied up replying to DMs from Army Hammer.
We did it. We both went back to the meat wagon. That is Army Hammer. I'm sorry, you're right, Neil. Meat wagon is the nickname for Michael Fassbender's penis.
Thank you. Thank you.
Florida auto repair shop is under fire for posting a sign that read, "Veterans get a day, F slurs, and child molesters get a month. Why?" The community is outraged at this display of intolerance. And Dave Premiano is outraged that his bits are being stolen again.
There you go. Nice.
If you could only just celebrate the military for being the military and not... Yes. All right, last one for me. Austin has its first known serial killer in 138 years. Authorities have decided not to take any action yet, as it's a good countermeasure to all the comedians that have moved there recently.
Yes, good. Very good. Mexico police find 45 bags of body parts matching characteristics of missing call center employees, highlighting the growing danger of leaving someone on hold for too long.
All right.
And that's it.
Yes.
That's the news.
All right, plugs. What do you got coming up? Where can we find you?
Well, you know what? God, I'm so high. So you can find my Instagram at that's my Twitter. You can find me on Instagram at Alejandro L Great, like Alexander the Great, but Alejandro L Great, and that will provide you with a link to my link tree. I got lots of shows coming up. On the 11th, I'll be at Fat Lady Brewing.
Sweet.
Cool. Drinking. I'm not doing a show there. I'm just going to be there. No, there's a gay show there. So, but straight people are welcome to come.
Cool. Awesome.
Finally, we catch a break. I saw you have a Punchline weekend.
I do. I'm hosting. I don't have a weekend. I'm hosting just a few dates.
Oh,
and then
cool.
I'm doing their secret show. Don't ask, don't tell.
Never mind then.
With a secret lineup.
Oh, wow. Okay. Secret lineup. But you will be there.
Maybe.
The only maybe it's such a mystery. Will you even be there? Who knows? Okay. What do you got going on? Dave?
Tomorrow, the showdown to end all showdowns.
Yeah, that's it.
Dave Premiano, Dan DePriel, Iron Comic.
We're going at each other. Yes.
And if you wanted to see me this weekend at the Milton Theater, that has been pushed to the end of July. So I am a free agent this weekend. Anybody? Okay, Dan.
I am also facing off against the 3-year reigning champion of Iron Comic, Dave Premiano. He hasn't met a challenger like me, though. We're going to knock him off his perch. We're going to cost him that lightsaber. If you remember from the previous episode, if Dave wins all summer, he gets a lightsaber from the Iron Comic people. I am taking that lightsaber away from him tomorrow. So come on out to that. Where is that, Dave?
That is in one of the Haddons, New Jersey.
The tap room at Haddon Heights.
Okay, because there's a Haddon Field, Haddon Township, and Haddon Heights.
There's a lot of Haddon.
Too many fucking Haddons.
New Jersey.
Over
Yeah.
the tap room.
Okay, so that's where it is, and you can see me hopefully defeat Dave. Then I'm taking off a week. I'm going to the beach. I'll be at Rehoboth Beach, and that also I will be Skyping in next week for our thing from the beach.
Jim Gillespie, take 2. We'll try. Yeah,
We'll see if he comes.
if he bails on this one, we're gonna make an even fatter excuse for him.
But yeah,
Last time he got stuck in a tire swing. That was our excuse for him not being here.
Yeah.
We are gonna go bigger this
It's
time.
gonna be even bigger. He's gonna have a bigger problem if he cancels on us. But so that'll I'll be at the beach all week with my lovely girlfriend Arden and her friends. We'll be having fun, and then then you'll catch me next week on something I'll plug. I don't know.
Sweet. Neil.
Yeah, I am NeilWood.com. Just go there for all the dates and details. Come out to Myers Brewing Company this Friday. We got 2 shows, a 7:30 and a 9:30. It's only $12, so grab them. We get great lineups for you. Go to IamNeilWood.com or droptent.com/events for all those dates and details.
Any of them need a guest spot this Saturday?
Yeah, I can try to work you in there, bub. Okay, cool. Let's
Happens,
talk.
it
after.
happens. All right, we'll talk. All right,
This is not the time or the
sign up
place.
for the Patreon.
Yeah,
and hear
yeah.
me and Neil discuss.
Exclusive to our Patreon subscribers. Hear Dave badger Neil for a 5-minute spot in New Jersey.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
All right, well, thanks again, Alejandro.
Yeah, thank you,
were fucking
Alejandro.
awesome.
This is amazing.
This was great. Thank you guys for watching. We're here every week, every Tuesday at 8. We'll see you next week.
Woo!
There we go. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Oh, man, that was a. We fucking landed that like Kerry Strug should have.
How you doing? This is Neil Wood from the Cult of Us podcast, speaking on behalf of Drop 10 Media Network, the network you're currently listening to. Make sure to check out all the other podcasts on the network. You can go to drop10.com to check them all out. Make sure to like, subscribe on everything that you see Drop 10 on. We appreciate it. Go to drop10.com now.
This has been a Drop 10 Media Production.